Hi, Jennifer Bhavani here. I wanted to talk a little bit today about asana, which are our yoga postures, and the tendency nowadays for us to use them as exercise. Well, obviously, we're using our body, we're strengthening, we're stretching, we're increasing flexibility, we're increasing strength. And then, of course, if we're practicing a certain way, we're noticing our body and our breath linking up and harmonizing. But there's more to asana. I believe that asana is a portal to the discipline of the householder, right? A householder being who most of us are, right? We have families. We live in houses, we work, we have quote unquote regular lives, right? Which means that we're not able to dedicate ourselves to this continuous devotional practice somewhere tucked away, etc., etc. So we're householders. And asana is a portal. It truly is. And obviously, if you want to continue to view it as exercise, that's okay. But I don't think that that is the original purpose. The original purpose is to harmonize, balance the channels in the body. So we can open, we can align, we can restructure. It also prepares us to be able to sit for meditation. It prepares the body to sit for meditation, which would include some of the deeper practices, right? When you get into the devotional practices, when you can kind of connect the more esoteric part of life with your life, where you realize that everything is connected, right? The interconnectedness of life. It kind of prepares us for the interconnectedness of life. So that way, there's not this experience, singular experience, when we are on our mats, we do our practice, maybe at a yoga studio, we leave the yoga studio, and then we're already aggravated by someone in traffic. Then it's not working, right? That's not working. I always tell my classes in our sessions that we are increasing our capacity, our capability, our ability to withstand the challenges of life, because let's face it, life is going to life. Life is lifey. Life is challenging. It's just going to be that way. It just is, right? And so when we set up our days appropriately, which could include asana, but it's also going to include the discipline of meditation, of sitting, of continuing to focus and to generate the qualities within ourselves that we know will help us navigate the challenges before we come up on the challenges, right? That's the discipline of yoga, is doing the mostly daily things. Again, as householders, there's not this it doesn't have to be super strict, but it still has to be a regular discipline and dedication of time to developing the qualities, the abilities, the capabilities within ourselves to do hard things, to do challenging things, and also to see the bigger picture of life, so that way we're not clinging on so tight. We're not so attached to every outcome that we think we're controlling, right? We can release control a little bit from the discipline because we're able to recognize the interconnected nature of being, meaning we are connected to everything, right? And we are in this rhythm and flow with all of life. So asana is a portal. Asana is a gateway. It helps us set up the structure to make sure that we maintain discipline. We prepare the body, we prepare the mind to do the work so we can live in more of a non-reactive state. We can enjoy life because we don't have to take it so serious. Life does that for us, right? The challenges are like, whew, where we can lighten up about it and say, it is what it is. It is what it is, but in a way that's lighthearted, so we can hold both the ugliness and the beauty simultaneously, right? So asana is a gateway. And the practice is really meant to be done with mindful focus. And there's a lot of studios, a lot out there, where people are flying through the postures, one to the next, and we're out of breath, and we're sweating, and we're hot, and we're all these things. No, that's not the original design. We'll talk about that later. But asana is a portal to our fullness and our purpose, a beautiful preparation for discipline and devotion to living a meaningful life. So, yeah, let's continue this conversation. I'd love to hear your thoughts around that. And please like, share, subscribe.